So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront, and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Okay, it's time to do a podcast, huh? So yesterday I talked about the word yet. I haven't reached my goals yet. That kind of use of yet, right? So then I get an email just a few minutes ago from a client of mine. Her name is Tammy. Hi, Tammy. And Tammy says to me, Scott, I have a new word based on your word, which I never advise because my words are not reliable. She said, I'm yetting. Ask me a question. Ask me what I'm doing, Scott. I said, Tammy, what are you doing? I'm yetting, which basically means she's just turned it into a verb and she's on her way. I kind of like that. What's happening? Some words, some wisdom, some wisecracks. We never know what the order, we never know how much of one or the other you will get. Depends on the day. If you don't want to have fun with your life, if you're too serious, this is not your show. But if you're serious about really making your life great, this, my friend, is the Daily Boost. Since 2006, a very simple mission. To find our fun. Is to find what makes us happy, to find our peace in life, yes, it's a boost. Yes, it's keep going, keep motivated, keep inspired. But ultimately, that's not what it is. It's finding that place, that little serendipitous place where you're just cool. Life is awesome. If you're looking for that, it's between the lines of this show. It is. Listen closely. How are you? My name is Scott Smith. Good to have you here today. I got to move fast today because, well, I'm making this stuff up. And when I make stuff up, it goes longer than I expect. But this is awesome. If you're interested in transformational change, you wonder how it works, how you would like to get there, why you stumble, what you need to do. It's all going to come your way here in the next 7 or 8 minutes. Now, I got to go fast because I tend to bloviate, as a word I heard once on TV a long time ago. Spend too many words talking about stuff. But I'm going to do it right now, so pay attention because here we go, okay? So when change happens, first off, nobody really wants change. Change is an evil word, although we kind of like good change, don't we? But nobody likes the feeling of change. We like status quo. Unless we don't like it, then we want change. It's a weird world, I'm telling you. The human mind, don't trust it. It will mess with you. But, good change is good, right? Transformation is awesome. Nobody wants an improvement in their life. They want something new in most cases. That's why I don't like the word when somebody says to me, I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I dig it. I like it. It sounds really cool, but I think you're perfect already. I do. I think just be you and then do cool stuff around it. That's what I like. I don't want to, I just want to do the cool stuff I want to do that makes me happy. But change is difficult. So how does it work? Here's a process. I've used this for years, thousands of hours of coaching, tens of thousands of podcast hours in consulting. This is what I do. And it works all the time. And I just did it on a client today. And your lucky day, as I did it, I wrote it down. Yeah, you're getting, well, he's paying at the rate of $500 an hour. And this will take just 5 or 6 minutes. You got a calculator, do the math. That's the value you're going to get out of the show. Right there. It's very cool stuff.
Are your ad campaigns lighting up the dashboard, but not the pipeline? That's bull spend. And marketers are calling it out in Dashboard Confessions.
My boss asked for results, so I opened my dashboard for the only positive-sounding metric I had: impressions.
Cut the bull spend. See revenue, not just reach. LinkedIn delivers the highest return on ad spend of major ad networks. Advertise on LinkedIn. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a $250 credit. Go to linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Where does it begin? Well, I just noticed a long time ago that you don't search around to find motivation. Searching for motivation is futile. What happens is inspiration happens. You discover something, you trip over, you stumble on it, boom, you're exploring the possibilities of life. You go, wow, I like that. I'm interested. Look, I'm inspired. Something jumps up and it inspires you. Maybe something you want to do, something you want to be, something you want to study. And it gets your attention. Now, in the scientific world, if we're in the stages of awareness, you are basically in the unaware stage, and now you suddenly become aware that there's something out there. Oh, look, that's cool. And you start to kind of follow that path. So the inspiration, once you believe it's something you want to do, something will help you, will give you the change you want, is going to provide a level of motivation. It's natural. Once you're inspired by something, you're excited about it, you get motivated to bring it in your life, right? That's why if you do it the other way around, if you try to get motivated looking for the inspiration, it doesn't work. So before I do anything at all, I'm looking for the inspiration to continue. And I'll tell you why in a second here, but basically it's this. Get inspired, seek that out, find the inspiration. Anything that will make you do that, go for that. Well, what's it going to deliver? There's something in between inspiration and motivation. Inspiration delivers the what. So you get inspired, and now you're inspired about a what? A thing, right? It jumps out in front of you. You know, this is what I want to do. This is the thing. That leads to the motivation I talked about. Inspiration, what? Motivation. If you think about your life, and anytime you've been interested in anything about your life, that's probably been the process that has happened. So inspiration, the what? The motivation. Now, the next step in this process is what Simon Sinek would call the why. Now, I love the why, but I never believe the why should be first. I don't believe you know why you want to do something until you know what it is. Does that make sense? And think about your life. That you always, something pops in your head, you become aware of it. Here's the what. And suddenly you start to develop a why you want to do it. Maybe it's the what. Man, I want to meet a beautiful woman and get married and have a great life. Why? Because that'll make me happy. Okay, whatever it is for you. So inspiration, the what pops up. Then motivation arrives. Then the why starts to emerge. So as you move forward toward the why, the big question that comes to your mind is how? How comes to mind. Now, you've heard many times, don't worry about the how. If you have the how will take care of itself. That is true. But you got to figure it out, right? So a lot of people come to me as a coach. I know my job is really essentially to deliver the how. That's kind of it. Once I have them inspired, they know what they want to do. They have some motivation. They know why they want to do it. My job is to deliver the how. That's the shortcut to success. When you talk to a guy like me, I'm going to give you the shortcut, the how to get there. You don't have to figure that out. Once you have the how, you can get to work on it. Now, what happens is we talked about why already. So the why started, but the why now gets intensified. I will say the why gets 10x. Why is that? Well, once you know how you're going to do something, boom, motivation gets amped up because you know what to do. You get to work on it. You start to make it happen. And the why is 10x because you get excited to go after it. You latch onto it like crazy. Let me back up a second and go slowly. You get inspired. Woo, that's what I want. I'm motivated to go after it. And now I know why. But how do I do it? Oh, wait a second. That's how. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Got my framework, got my blueprint. I'm ready to go. As I get steps toward success, I begin to get my why times 10. It's huge the way it happens. And you felt this before, haven't you? So how do we bring it all together? How do we actually get this to happen in your life? Well, first off, habits create your life. So once you know the how, You're going to know the things you need to do habitually to get the outcome that you want, a repeating pattern, if you will. So your brain starts to repeat these patterns consistently, and you start to get the results consistently. You add in new and let the new overtake the old is one way to do it. Or you get rid of the old and you fill the hole of the old. As you add in the new habits, you're replacing the old habits, but if they don't go away, you have to drop them and then find something to fill it, preferably with your new pattern. If you don't do that, you keep doing the old habits, the old actions, you keep with the old behaviors, you get the old result. Once you get that figured out, you simply apply some discipline on top of it, and then you apply some accountability. Now, in my case, on my call today, what I ended up doing was, as I got to the end of all this, then the discipline, which it became homework. It's okay. Here's what you need to do. Go do this week. That's the discipline. The accountability comes around next week when I say, did you do it? Simple question. I don't like to hold people accountable, by the way. It's not up to me to hold you accountable. I find that when I hold people accountable, they fire me. If you ever hire me, and you should, because I can do lots of cool things for you. If you ever hire me and you say, Scott, I want you to hold me accountable, I'm going to raise your price and make you sign a contract that you won't fire me when I hold you accountable. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. You people, it's just amazing what happens. You want to be held accountable. But then when I say, hey, did you do it? You say, well, no, I was a little busy. I mean, I was inspired. I knew what I wanted. I had the motivation. And then I got my why. And then you told me how to do it. And then you 10x my why. I was onto this thing. Then I set my habits in place because I knew my habits lead to my outcome. My repeating patterns make my life exactly what I wanted to be. And then I got rid of all that new stuff old stuff because I started doing the new stuff. And then finally, what didn't go away, I just got rid of. I filled it with more fun things to do. And then you gave me homework. You said, Scott, go do this thing. And I was supposed to have discipline to go do it. And I didn't do it. That's what you're going to say, and you're going to fire me. I said, but you got a contract? Guess what? We're doing this all over again. I'm serious. I'm just playing with you, sort of, because we should have fun when we do, but I have just spoken to you the truth. You've probably spoken to yourself again and again and again. It comes down to this. I know exactly what to do. I didn't do it. And I got busted for it. The good news is you're not alone. We've all been busted for something. Now, I can't talk about... Well, I've never been technically, legally busted. You know what I mean by that, right? Never. I've been really close, and those stories do not come out on this podcast. I'm just telling you this. And they're not in the papers. You can't research them on the internet. They're not there. But we've all been busted on certain things. Usually we're busted because we get in our own way, and we're too arrogant, too hard-headed, too lazy to get out of our own way. I think we should. Oh, I didn't tell you where to find me. DailyBoostPodcast.com/Facebook.